You are listening to Love Yourself Up with me, Jody Amen. Are you ready to talk about saying some nice things about yourself? You and me both know that we are our own worst critic. We are constantly barraging ourselves with how we're not good enough, how we didn't do that right, how we always mess up everything and we'll probably get this wrong. We are so used to telling ourselves what we did wrong, what we didn't get done, what people might be thinking about us. Negative, negative, negative. We wouldn't treat our worst enemy as bad as we treat ourselves. Why? Why are we always talking so negatively about ourselves? I guess we're kind of encultured to do that. We're encultured to have these high standards of ourselves and assume that everybody else is judging us by those high standards and worried that we'll stand out and be left out or have deficits. And so we push ourselves so hard constantly to meet those standards. And when we don't, because they are impossible and unrealistic and kind of crazy, the reason why our standards are so high is because we're not really sure what they are. They're undefinable, like perfect. We're not exactly sure where perfect is, so we strive to be better than perfect just to make sure we get it right. This is so much pressure on us and causes a lot of our stress and anxiety. A lot. Let me tell you why. Because if you think you mess everything up and you think you can't handle anything and you think you can't get anything done, which is all BS, because we know that you guys work harder than ever to do stuff, because we all do. We work really hard at surviving our life. We go through a lot of hard times, and it is a lot. But we don't notice any of those skills, and we don't notice any of that good stuff that we're doing, and all the taking care of our kids, and all the work that we're doing, and all that survival stuff. We don't notice any of it. All we do is notice our deficits, because we're striving for perfect, which is not true. So what if you started talking positively to yourself? I met someone last week who was talking about kids having so much pressure about tests nowadays in high schools and colleges, even in grade schools. They have so much anxiety about the tests that they're taking. And so this teacher started to write them affirmations, started to write something positive about them in test taking, like that they're smart. And they started reading these affirmations 3 times a day. All of their grades went up. All of their grades went up. So the pressure that we have on ourselves to perform to perfection actually hurts us, actually negatively impacts our performance. So the best thing you do is to relax a little bit. Have a little trust in yourself. Like, you could get the same amount done and you could be just as productive without the stress. And I emphasize that you could probably be more productive and perform better without the stress. It's like win-win. You don't have stress and you do everything in life better. Doesn't that sound great? The difference is Doesn't that sound great? The difference is you talk positively to yourself. You say nice things to yourself every day. At the end of the day, you write down your skills and your accomplishments of that day, because I want you to notice the skills that you have and start to connect with them. Once you connect with those skills, then you know you have them and you're not so overwhelmed by anything that can happen in the world, because you know that you have skills to handle it. Thank you so much for watching. I really want you to talk positively about yourself. I want you to start writing down affirmations that are positive and not too big of a jump. You have to believe it for the affirmations to work. And I talk about it in the last chapter of my book. I explain exactly how to make affirmations so you go in little increments and you can believe them and really transfer some of those negative beliefs about yourself. You know, if you believe that you hate yourself and look in the mirror and say, I love you, it won't work because you don't believe it. You have to do these smaller increments. That it's possible I'm not as bad as I think. That's the first step. See how it's like small steps? So if you want to pick up a copy of my book to learn how to write affirmations that work, or come and take my online anxiety recovery program, because it teaches you how to make affirmations that work, that'll help de-stress you, calm you down, and make you live with vitality and happiness. Thank you so much for reading and commenting and liking and sharing this video. I am so grateful for that. If you want more from me, come on over to my website, jodyamen.com, where I have tons of videos and articles on how to love yourself and open your heart and get rid of fear and live with vitality. In the meantime, stay present and let that you want to be shine through. Hey everyone, it's Jody. Did you like this episode? If so, make sure you subscribe so you get that next one. And if you want more from me, you could come on over to my website, jodyamen.com, where I have more articles and videos and podcasts on how to love yourself and open your heart. I will see you next time right here on Love Yourself Up. And in the meantime, you let that you want to be shine through.